Hi, we've made it all the way to week 3, day 1, and we start our journey by anticipating that this week we will actually finish the book of Genesis. But to get there, we need to continue in through the story of the life of first Jacob and then his son Joseph. Jacob has been known as a deceiver and lives a rather deceitful life in most of the stories that we have here. It starts at the very point of his birth when he grasps his older brother's heel as they come from the womb. It's in the way that he steals his older brother's birthright for a mere bowl of stew. And last but not least, it's in the way that he deceives his father with his mother Rebekah's help in order to also steal the blessing that is due to Esau. While his life is marked by deception, he also finds that there are consequences for that, and he needs to run away from Esau's wrath. He runs to family, specifically to his uncle Laban. And we see there that the deceit doesn't originate with Jacob, but is also found in his relatives and in the way in which he is cheated out of his first love, Rachel, and is married first to her sister Leah before being able to ultimately marry his love as well. Well, throughout this story, the struggles continue, and he works to gain both material wealth and sons, and he is blessed with both. But he also finds that by being deceitful and by encountering others who are deceitful, life is hard, and he ultimately has to leave. He leaves the physical location not only to leave the deceitfulness behind, but also to be restored back to the promise that God made to his grandfather Abraham, that the land of Canaan would be restored to them. But Jacob reaches a crisis moment as they're approaching Canaan, and he has to face his brother Esau. Is Esau still angry with him after all of these years? It's in the course of this time that Jacob comes to a crossroads. It's a literal crossroads in that he has to cross a tributary, but it's also a crossroads in his own life where he finds himself wrestling for his life. He wrestles with an angelic being representing God. And in the course of this, while he perseveres in the wrestling, his hip is made to go out of joint so that he will be humbled. And he comes to a crossroads in that he encounters the living God and has to decide whether or not he is going to obey and follow the God of his ancestors, or if he's going to continue to be deceitful in his own life. He struggles, and he comes out of it with a new name, Israel, and a new purpose to follow God. Have you come to a crossroads in your own life at any given time? Or maybe you're facing that crossroads now, a decision on how you're going to live your life. Are you going to live your life for yourself? Or have you chosen to live your life for God? Trusting in God's promises, trusting in God's blessings, knowing that both are true and that they are fulfilled for those who obey and love the Lord.